Welcome back everyone to episode 42 of the Tricks and Traps Speedrun. So I'm coming into today fresh off breaking 2000 ELO rated 2012 and we'll try and keep it going today. I do hope everyone has been enjoying the episode so far. Just one note that I will be traveling soon, so this might be my last episode for a little while. Next episode I might be in a different habitat, but yeah, appreciate everyone's patience when I do take breaks, and yeah, hopefully we can have some fun, instructive chess today. Let's hop into the first game. Okay, first opponent playing Leica Power, rated 1999. Going for King's Pawn. Let's play Knight C3. This is one of my favorite weapons against Sicilian, sometimes leading into a Grand Prix attack, which we'll see here. Basically a Grand Prix with a trade of bishop for knight. And there's a lot of tricky trappy potential in this line. There's actually a positional trap. If black is too quick to play d4, then there's some really nice positional play on the queen side. Bishop a6 is played, so preventing me from castling. I think d3 makes a ton of sense. Just blocking the diagonal, and I do want to castle as soon as possible. Black is applying a bit more pressure in the center. So now if I castle, there's takes, and the pawn is pinned to the rook. So that's interesting. Queen e2 comes to mind, but don't really want to align my queen with the bishop. e5 is probably the move to go for. Yeah, let's play e5. Just gain space, attack the knight, and now I'll castle. Bishop e7. So, there are a few plans here. One is a positional plan to like play b3, knight a4, c4, and like gradually massage black's queenside pawns. The other plan is to focus on the king side. Maybe get some attack with an eventual f5. I'm going to stay flexible. I'm going to play queen e1. This is a bit more focused on the king side to bring the queen to g3, which I might as well do right away. Kind of dreaming of f5 take and then bishop h6. And the attack can come pretty quickly. Actually, if that happens, I would probably win material, because g6 would be forced. Okay, rook b8. Now it's actually a question. Do I want to try and win material like this? f5 takes, bishop h6. Guess I win the exchange for a pawn, and then eventually save the b pawn. Let's do it. Not holding back. I'm also threatening f6, which is a pretty deadly threat. So putting the question to black, how to defend. g6 doesn't really help because then f6 still traps the bishop. It's possible black will have to take and then just go into this line and lose a rook. Maybe there's rook e8, f6, and then bishop f8, but that doesn't look right for black. My attack continues. So feeling good here. This is one of the benefits of like playing the Grand Prix is sometimes you get e5, sometimes you get f5, and sometimes you get both moves with a very quick pawn storm. Wow. Opponent abandons the game. Okay, I guess we don't really get to see how black would try and defend there, but I'll check with eval. Like, how good is it for white? Plus 1.2 to 1.4. Some fluctuation. Yeah, this is not resignable. Black should take, allow bishop h6 and go for this is the best line. And if I take, oh wow, I was probably going to take, and this is actually equal according to Stockfish. Knight takes f8 and black has full compensation. I guess, yeah, there's a pawn for it. Black has a bishop pair, some activity, and my attack is is not in full swing. So I guess if g6 and engine prefers rook e1, the bishop is stronger than the rook, and there's ideas of e6. Yeah, I'm not sure if I would have found that. But okay, pretty quick start to this episode. That brings me to 2020. Let's keep it going. Okay, playing Fahmi Ana from Indonesia. Are we gonna get a game? There are times where people will like see my profile, see it's a speedrun account, and just not want to play. There's other times where people start games and then forget and maybe get a pizza delivery or a meager ring delivery. And yeah, sometimes there's other priorities in life than playing chess. I think I'll click abort. Usually it auto aborts, but yeah, I don't have time for this. Let's abort. And let's try again. Okay. Oh, do I want to, what do I want to do? I played the England Gambit last episode. Let's play a Budapest Gambit. I think this is my highest rated opponent yet of the speedrun. So this is a line on the Budapest where I provoke e3, so the bishop can't develop actively, and I'm going to win back the pawn on e5. Yeah, this is one of the main lines. Sometimes white players are prepared for this. Sometimes they just kind of stumble into it and complete development. Yeah, we trade knights. And yeah, very often white will play bishop e2 and castle. Yeah, castle as well. And I'll start with rook e8 here. This is still opening preparation for me. And there's a very fun idea here, which starts with a5. For anyone that's watched my Budapest Gambit games in the past, you may have seen me play this from time to time. Rook a6, and I want to lift the rook over to h6. Pretty rare idea that you can employ in the early middle game, just because the 6 rank is completely clear. And yeah, white plays knight b5, which unleashes a bishop, but doesn't really stop me from doing this. And going forward, I just want to attack on the king side. Like probably d6, queen h4, queen d5, so that hits my bishop. Also my knight. So I could fork my pieces to defend both of them. I think this is very logical. Maybe I'll briefly consider queen h4, h3. I think d6 is more flexible though. I'm not sure if I want to commit to this. Maybe do something else. I am threatening c6 here to fork the queen and the knight. And is white allowing it? It looks a little bit too good to be true. But again, I'll take my time, because I could also start with queen h4, which is a mate threat. Actually, queen h4 might be more powerful. Like, do I go for forking to win material, or do I go for this, which I think forces h3? And then rather than trying to win material, I can sack material with the bishop sack. And then take, and then take. The queen can come back to defend, but then there's a pin. Queen h4. I mean, h3 is the only move. I'll still have the choice to play c6. Yeah, let's start with queen h4. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Queen h4, bishop takes e5 first. Oh, but then rook takes e5. And then I'm attacking the queen and mate. There is a line queen takes e5 to defend, and if takes rook d8, but it's not mate because I just take the rook. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, I think I've calculated the most important lines. I'm expecting h3. Opponent's going into the tank. I mean, h3 and bishop takes e5 are really the only options. So we see h3. And now, yeah, do I sack or do I win material? Both look winning. Sacking looks more fun. There is g3, though. g3, hitting my queen. Oh, there's almost queen takes g3, pawn takes g3, bishop takes e3, but then rook f2. I don't think I have enough there. I might just go for c6. Very simple. And then, like, I'll win the knight and then later sack. I think is probably the way to go. Yeah, I think this is an important lesson. Like, when you're in a good position, just find the clean approach. Keep control. Don't go insane. Okay, queen d2, so I can take... Yeah, let's take the knight first. And if takes back, then I sack on h3. Okay, bishop takes e5. I think I'll take with rook. Yeah, why not? Maybe lift the other rook over. Oh, there's actually a potential to sack the queen. Can I play queen takes h3? Oh no, my queen takes rook g5, bishop g4, and then takes. I guess the f-pawn moves. Yeah, again, when you're in a good situation, don't go insane, just let's play the controlled move, bishop takes h3. And this should be good enough. I do want to finish the game in style, though. Calculating g3, rook takes e3 looks kind of fun. Takes and then rook g3. Almost checkmate. King h2. Rook g2. King h1. Oh, is there a mate there? Yeah, at this point, there's a lot of ways to win. Take. Check here. Check. I'm not seeing it. It's so close, though. Taking on f1, I don't think works. Rook g5 might be the best approach. To threaten the rook sack with force mate. Let's do that. I'm attacking with all my things, both rooks, both bishops. Obviously the queen. My king is just watching from the sidelines. Yeah, it's important that white does not have back rank mate. Like, this pawn is very clutch. I have a suppressed childhood memory. My second tournament ever, I had a completely winning position against a 4-year-old. I was up so much material, and I hung back rank mates, and it was super traumatizing. I think I was 8 years old at the time. Okay, this is force mate. It's also a queen, but yeah, let's sack the rook. No mercy. I don't think it's made in one. I could block the bishop or the queen, but not both. Let's just go for double check. Okay. Maybe I was slow rolling a little bit too much there, but yeah, bishop g2 and then rook h1 checkmate. So, yeah, nice game. Hopefully a nice example of this Budapest idea. Maybe I was having a little bit too much fun with potential funny lines. Chess.com says I had one brilliant move.
Some good positional play let you seize the advantage in the middle game.
Positional play? What's positional play? That was tactical play.
You sacrificed your rook
Oh
for
yes.
checkmate.
Okay.
Stunning move. This move will win a queen with correct play.
I need to change my AI coach to Gotham Chess. Is there a way
Hi,
to
I'm
do
Coach
that?
David. I'm here to teach you all.
Gotham Chess here.
Ooh.
I'm the internet's chess teacher. Who else could you possibly pick? And then you sacrificed the rook!
Yes.
You found a way to win that queen. Let's go.
Okay, I got my dopamine rush for the day. Thank you, AI Gotham Chess. Yeah, we even have the little avatar thing here. Anyway, I don't think there's much more to analyze in this game. I think it was just a nice example of Budapest tactics.
To develop a piece while also winning a tempo.
So let's get rid of all the AI coaching. And yeah, that win brings me to 2030. Let's do another. Okay, playing Hail AQ. I'm black again. Can we get a Stafford Gambit? All my favorite openings, maybe. We have a 3 knights. Okay, I insist. I want a Stafford. I'm still leaving the pawn hanging. White's not going for it, which makes me a little bit sad. But we have a symmetrical 4 knights Italian. This actually takes me back to childhood too, because this is probably the first opening I played when I was 8 years old from both colors. And the very basic idea here is to pin the knight and then knight d4. And it's actually to my benefit that I haven't committed to castling. So if white copies me, my king can probably eventually run to the queen side. White is copying me. This is interesting. Don't know if I've ever analyzed this position seriously. I assume it should be good for black. I could start with c6, leaving the pin. Actually considering rook g8. Looks really interesting. Rook g8 is kind of a deep idea. The idea being if takes, the bishop moves, and then there's x-ray vision, I can take and the g-pawn would be pinned to the king by the rook. Let's do it. So I'm not castling kingside this game. And I'm trying to make it so it'll be bad for white to take on f6. White plays c3. Yeah, now I'm pretty much provoked to take the knight. I don't think I want to take with the bishop because then the knight is kicked back. Even though that is playable, I'd rather keep my bishop. Comes to h3. And now c6. And now, yeah, taking on f6 with either piece would be a big mistake for white, opening the g file. I think we're going to see knight e3 here. And now, I mean, I have h6. I really want to eventually teleport my queen to g2, remove the knight and just checkmate. But it does require patience. If I play h6, the bishop might come back to g3. Let's start with h6. I had a game a few episodes ago. It was the speedrun titled The Banished Bishop. And it was very similar type of position to this. I think coming from the same opening, 4 knights symmetrical, where the bishop got stuck on g3 and just couldn't re-enter the game. So, yeah, I'm going to play g5. And I think I can just trap the bishop with h5, h4. I don't see how white's stopping that. Oh, d4. I should have seen that coming. d4 is a good move. Oh, I'm regretting maybe not starting with bishop b6. It should still be good, but it gets kind of messy. So I'm thinking takes, and then bishop b4. And then there might be queen b3. Oh, it could get very messy. Oh, what did I do? Yeah, the bishop actually is well placed, exerting pressure on my e5 pawn. Yeah, at this rating level, I really can't let my guard down. But there's no going back. I have to live with the consequences of my decisions. So if I take... First of all, if I don't take the pawn and retreat, then just takes. And the knight's hits. So I think I have to take. I'm also considering this move, pawn b5 first, which is interesting. The idea would be we trade bishops, I lose d6, I play knight e7, and then eventually trap the bishop. Looks iffy though. I guess I could also play h4 and we trade like that. What to do? I have another idea. Bishop b6 takes and then knight d7. It looks terrible, but the idea is to play h4. Could that work? Bishop e6, take, knight d7. My bishop helps cover e6. There's queen takes d6, h4, and then e6, and then take, and then take, and then take, and then take, and then king g8. That looks way too risky. But also interesting. I have rook g6 to throw in. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. It's risky, but I'm kind of throwing myself in the deep end here. And if pawn takes, I'm less scared because then I do trap the bishop, I think. Yeah, this is not what I wanted though. Like a few moves ago, life was going swimmingly. Knight f5. Oh dear. Take. Okay, well, I can take, and then d5. Maybe that's okay. I gotta play faster too. Opponent's been moving very fast. Okay, so I'm attacking this bishop. I'm also threatening to trap this bishop. The biggest concern is if white gets this move in, which actually frees this bishop, so yeah, we might just be trading. But white does have a decision to make. All right, let's say the bishop retreats. I attack, like counterattacks. I take and then take. That's actually double check. So I take with king. White takes back on g3. I'm trying to calculate further, but I'm getting distracted by the fact that white could have quadruple pawns with one more pawn capture. But here, okay, let's play h4. e6. I could play knight f6 and white will have very temporary quadruple pawns. Oh dear, what's going on? Take, 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 take. Queen c7 threatening g3. I gotta move. Let's do it. Okay. Queen c7. There's a hilarious idea to, after king g2, play queen f4, sack the queen, give white quadruple pawns, take back, and then white is almost in some mating net. Well, I guess after king h2, it's not mate because the bishop blocks. I'm just dreaming of like some double rook mate where white's pawns completely block out the king. But that's just a fantasy. I play like rook, maybe rook g7, rook h8. Queen d6 also comes to mind. I'll play queen d6 first. It's multi-purpose, frees the c7 square for my king. Also potentially prepares a double up with queen h6 and rook h8. It also deals with the potential for the queen coming in, because now there's really no infiltration for white on the e-file. Okay, I'm happy with this move. I'm still daydreaming about queen f4 though. I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, that makes sense. Now rook h1 is coming. I guess I can challenge, or I can start by playing rook h8. If white challenges me, then we'll have a staring contest. Take. How do I take over the file? I have this move actually. Queen e2, rook e8. Let's do this. So I'm targeting f2. And queen d2 makes sense. Yeah, I might have to play f6 here. What's the pawn count? So it's 4 on 2. Oh, I'm down a pawn. I just realized. It's 4 on 2 and then 4 on 3. But these pawns are, they have a hard time making a passer. Okay, so take. How to do this. Let's start with this. I'll control the e-file. I do allow white's rook to come in. Then the king gets tucked away. Yeah, upping the tempo. Oh, that's a good move. And usually when it's off the card bishops, the pawn count is less relevant. It's more about attack and initiative. White's pretty solid here. It's going to be hard to crack. Play this move. Maybe c4 at some point. Yeah, super interesting position. The king might want to slide over. Really? Okay, I can take. The bishop's coming in. Yeah, nice idea from white. The thing is, it's hard for white to crack this setup. Yeah, the bishop found a square. Can slide over. We might end up trading queens and then turns into a very tricky ending of this. King a7. Yeah, white can kind of choose what to try and trade. Idea is this and this. Maybe starting with this too. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. I don't think I want to push. Although maybe it's an idea to get a passer. If I play this, then white's going to probably have to play rook e8. Maybe I can go for this and then this. But then there's still rook e8. I am looking at just putting the bishop on e5, though. Looks like a nice square. Another idea is this and queen c5. Okay, so the rook is kind of stuck in my home. Like my home got broken into, but the intruder can't get out. I guess there's rook h7. Rook h7, queen g8. Yeah, white's not going to have time for bishop c6, I don't think. I guess we could repeat. White offers a rook trade, so I can take and then take here. Okay, this is some progress. Position looks kind of shaky, but holdable. Play this. Under a minute. White's also getting low on time. I probably want to bring the bishop back and then eventually start pushing. Yeah, I'm going to cut off the queen. I really want to get my queen into like e1. So maybe queen c7 to e5 or queen d6 to e5. Oops. Oh no. What did I do? Yeah, a5 was a threat. Just forgot d5 was hanging. 37 seconds. Yeah, this is going to be really hard to hold on. I should keep the bishop on d4, actually, I think. Maybe king b8. Yeah, I want to invade. Bishop e6, though. It's not easy. I have this idea. Some c4 idea. Okay, pawn is pushing. Progress. I have to rearrange my queen and bishop. No, 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 I blundered my queen. That was a mouse slip. I hold on. Oh no, my pawn. Oh no. That was really dirty. That was really dirty. I'm sorry for all the young children who had to witness that. Uh, that's the nature of tricks and traps speedruns. Sometimes it's just about surviving and playing quickly. I did mouse. I did not intend to play Queen C6. I I was panicking a little bit. I wanted the queen to return to C5. I don't feel good about that. I have to take a long shower after that one. Lot to unpack from that game. First of all, yeah, is Rook G8, is it the best approach? Is there a better approach? Engine says Rook G8 is not the best approach. Best move C6. Yeah, maybe I should make it more attractive for white to take and then later play Rook G8. Okay, white has knight E3 here, so maybe it's similar. Like take, bishop H3. Yeah, if we just go forward, I think it was in great shape, and then I got a little bit careless allowing D4. But actually in this position, there was only one move, according to Stockfish, for black to keep the edge. And I'm not sure if I would have found that move. Move is bishop takes E3. Any other move, it's giving at least equal or even better for white. So I was thinking, oh, maybe I should have played bishop B6, and then if white plays D4, queen E7, then the bishop is stuck. But white is actually doing well here. There's knight F5, and there's actually a lot of targets in my position. So yeah, it wasn't so simple. White played D4, and then I was kind of on the back foot. It still got really interesting, though. Yeah, we traded. Okay, here white had E6 with apparently a decisive advantage. Because if I take, I open the file, and then this is double check. I can't take back. And yeah, everything is kind of crumbling for black. But white missed it. And we ended up trading bishop for knight. And yeah, this is just a very interesting position. Engine says equal. Yeah, just to show, like, queen f4 does not work at all. I was dreaming of takes and takes. But yeah, this is just, this is winning for white. So it is a funny situation, though, with 5 pawns on the f file. Yeah, queen d6. And yeah, my opponent just played quite well, like coming out of the middle game, getting out of trouble, played actively, kept control. Maybe b6 was a little bit reckless, but it was played with interesting intention, getting the bishop to a strong square. And then, yeah, then it was just kind of a scramble. I grabbed the pawn. Maybe not the most precise play from either of us. Yeah, I dropped e5. If I play c4 here, there's queen d1, and I still lose the pawn. So even if I saw the pawn was attacked, I can't really save it. And then engine says equal. Oh, I missed a free bishop? I missed a free bishop. Oops. I missed a free bishop. I had 33 seconds. I guess I was trusting that my opponent was not giving me anything for free. And then eventually I gave the queen with a Mouseslip. And then, yeah, then the dirty flag. Yeah, my king was just slippery enough. So, long game, but I'm gonna end the episode there. Hope you guys enjoyed the chess today. Had a good variety of fun games, and yeah, if you have questions, leave them below. If you like the content, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Stay tuned.